Your phone is full of names, coworkers, old friends, maybe a partner in the next room. On paper, you're surrounded. But ask yourself one question. If it all fell apart at 2 in the morning, who would you actually call? Not who should you call, who would you? For a lot of men, the honest answer is no one. Not because no one cares. Because somewhere along the way, you stopped letting anyone all the way in. You got good at I'm fine. So good you almost believe it. This is the male loneliness crisis. And almost no one is talking about it. So let's. Here's what makes it so hard to catch. Male loneliness doesn't look like loneliness. You're not sitting alone in a dark room. You're busy. You're working. You're showing up for everyone. From the outside, you look completely fine. But somewhere the conversations got thin. Everything turned into logistics. Work, money, the game, the weather. When was the last time someone asked how you're really doing and actually waited for the true answer? When was the last time you gave one? Most men can't remember. You were raised to be the provider, the fixer, the one who handles it. And nobody warns you that the strong one is the one nobody checks on. So you carry it quietly until carrying it alone just feels like who you are. So how does a man end up here? It usually starts with something simple. Friendship stopped being automatic. When you were young, friends were built in. School, the team, the street outside your door. You didn't schedule connections. It just happened. Then life got heavy. Work, bills, maybe a family. And friendship became one more thing that needs effort. On time, you don't have. So you let a few texts go unanswered. You skip the call, figuring you'll catch up later. And later never comes. No single moment ends a friendship. It just quietly fades, one postponed plan at a time, until you look up one day and the circle got very small without you noticing. The second reason runs deeper. At some point, you opened up in ihassis, alpunidarts, and it cost you. Maybe you showed fear or sadness or need, and someone called it weak, or worse, they remembered it and used it against you later. You learned a lesson most men learn early. The inside of you is not safe to show. So you built a version of yourself that's easy to be around and impossible to actually reach. The problem is, connection requires being known. And if being known once got you hurt, your whole system starts treating closeness like a threat. You don't avoid people, you avoid being seen. And from the outside, those two things look exactly the same. And then there's the trap almost no one sees coming. You have more ways to reach people than any human in history. Group chats, likes, quick replies, voice notes. By every number, you're connected. But contact is not connection. You can be in touch with 50 people and truly known by none of them. A thumbs up is not a conversation. A meme is not, I've got you. And here's the part that matters. Your brain can't tell the difference between being alone and being surrounded but unseen. Both register the same way, as a quiet, constant signal that you're on your own. You can feel completely isolated in a room full of people who like you, because being liked was never the same as being known. And this isn't just a mood. Loneliness does measurable things to a man's body and mind. Your nervous system reads isolation as danger, so it stays on low, constant alert. That's why you feel tired for no reason, irritable, flat, why small things set you off and good things barely land. Long-term loneliness is linked to higher inflammation, worse sleep, weaker immunity. Researchers compare its effect on lifespan to smoking, and it does something cruel to your mind. The lonelier you get, the more you expect rejection, so you reach out less, which makes you lonelier. It becomes a loop that feeds itself. This is the part you have to hear. It is not a character flaw. It's a system stuck in a pattern, and patterns can be changed. So how do you actually climb out? Not with more followers, not with a bigger network. The first move is the smallest. Lower the bar for connection. Most men think reconnecting means some big, heavy heart-to-heart. So it feels like too much, and they do nothing. But connection isn't built in grand moments. It's built in reps. A 2-line text, thought of you today, a 10-minute call with no reason and no agenda. Sitting next to someone, doing nothing in particular. These feel too small to matter. They're the entire thing. You're not trying to fix your whole life in one conversation. You're trying to send one signal today that says, I'm still here. Do that enough times, and the wall you built starts to come down on its own. Here's the second move, and it's the one that changes everything. Be the one who goes first. Right now, almost every man you know is sitting exactly where you are, waiting for someone else to reach out. So everyone waits, and everyone stays lonely together, convinced that if people wanted them around, they'd call. They're waiting for the same call you are, so break it. Send the message first, suggest the thing, be the one who says, let's actually do this. You are not bothering people. You are giving them the exact thing they're too afraid to ask you for. The man who reaches out first isn't needy. He's the one with the courage to end the standoff. Be him. And the last one is the deepest. Build one honest relationship, not 10. 1. One person you can say the true thing to. I'm struggling. I don't know who I am right now. I'm not okay, and I'm tired of pretending I am. Men with even one relationship like that report dramatically lower loneliness. And they handle everything else in life better because of it. The barrier was never vulnerability itself. It was deciding that one honest conversation is worth the risk of being seen. You don't need a crowd. You need one door you can stop pretending in front of. So here's what I want you to sit with. The loneliest man isn't the one with nobody around him. It's the one surrounded by people who only know the version of him that has it all together. You were never meant to carry all of it alone, not because you're weak, but because no one is built to. So pick one person. Send one honest message this week. Not, we should catch up. Something real. That's how it starts. If this reached something in you, follow the channel. No noise. Just the truth about what it actually means to be a man right now.